guys, Thunderset here, bringing you some 2019 Amazonas. So, new card that's really letting us do it is Warrior Lady of the Wasteland. She looks pretty chill for a warrior lady in a post-apocalyptic world, but when this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Earth Warrior type monster with 1500 or less attack. So that is our Amazonas Princess, which I'm not going to explain what she does, these are very old cards, so I'm sure you know, and Amazonas Fighter. So, we're running Balance now. We have many different openers, almost 5 copies of Amazonas Princess when you really think about it. Shaman Fighter comes in super handy with things like Heirloom. Heirloom makes it so you can't be destroyed by battle, you'll destroy other things. Obviously, Fighter works well with Onslaught. So she really opens the door to whatever we need. And then Queen is just too good to not have one copy. We're soft locked to 1. And now as we're using Balance, I gotta use 6 spells, 6 traps. We're using 2 Heirloom, as they're perfect for Amazons, giving them like a backup Onslaught almost. Not as good, but almost there. And then we have 2 Forbidden Chalice, fantastic in the meta. 2 Cosmic Cyclone, fantastic in the meta. They're just great cards. You put them in any deck, they'll perform, guys. Then we have this new card, I kind of like it in this deck. It's Countergate. When an opponent's monster declares a direct attack, negate the attack. If you do, draw 1 card. If it's a monster, normal summon it in attack position. Pretty useful, it's good for a search with a princess. We also have Amazonas Willpower at 2, another target for our princess to search. And it makes our limited amount of monsters go a little further. Very useful. And of course, the MVP that was the bane of Duel Links for such a long time, guys. Even censored to death. It's Amazonas Onslaught. You know what that does. Just banish everything. Special summon everything. It's great stuff, guys. So, I don't think this is gonna bring Amazons back to be a terror of the meta and just an agony to fight against. It's not even really fun to play, but if you're into that kind of thing, I guess. So you're not going to see him crushing around the meta. This girl has to be destroyed by battle. There's a lot of ways to get rid of a face down monster. There's a lot of ways to get around a monster without destroying him by battle. So it's not a sure thing. She's not exactly a search, but it does make the deck viable again. It does make the deck consistent, and it's always really cool to see. So hope you guys enjoy the replays, and thanks for watching. Okay, fighting a Zane. Going first. Let's see what Zane's got for us. He's using Grit. We've got Balance. We have our Lady of the Waste. We're gonna try to make use of her. Set our Forbidden Chalice. Set our Amazon. He's got a Cyber Dark Edge. We're gonna hit that boy with Forbidden Chalice. No damage for him. He's gonna power the Guardians. Actually, he couldn't have. That was kind of a waste of Forbidden Chalice now I'm looking at it, because he didn't have anything to gain damage anyway. So that was a bit of a waste. But he attacks our monster anyway, which brings out, once she's destroyed, we bring out Amazonas Fighter. And that's going to give us Onslaught after we normal summon our princess the following turn. That's why we brought out Fighter, so we didn't have to worry about the search since we already had princess in our hand. Here we're going to use Onslaught to banish that Cyber Dark Edge. But we lose our princess. In the battle phase though, we're gonna normal summon our queen, or special summon our queen I should say. Then we get hit by Drowning Mirror Force. I kinda knew that was coming, but we had a willpower, so I let it go through anyway. Now we're gonna get a search. We search another willpower. We knock out his Grit. Oh no, sorry. So what I did, I used her effect. I took away our own willpower since we have another willpower. And then I special summon the Amazonas Queen again, because she was returned to the deck with the Drowning Mirror Force, so she's still in the deck. Here I normal summon another Wasteland. We banish the Stone of Ancients. Now we break the Grit. He still has 1 face down. Nothing he can really do from that point, and we just swing for lethal. Great stuff, guys. Okay, Desad Setokaiba. I want to use my, just because she's Amazonas, of course. I wish she would get some Amazonas specific skills. Not that it matters anymore, because they really have just been nerfed to death. It breaks my heart not being able to use a Swordswoman. So here we're fighting a Blue Eyes. We start with our princess, so we don't have to do anything too fancy. We get a Cosmic Cyclone for that little back row. It's a Silver's Cry. Now we normal summon our Princess. I remember everyone used to think back in the day there's a conspiracy that Princess was always in your first hand, and as someone who fought Amazons and played Amazons, it really did seem like Princess was always in your first hand, your starting hand. It's crazy. So we flip our Onslaught, throw away a Wasteland Lady to special summon. He destroys his own Stone of Ancients so I don't banish it, and then my Queen, we're gonna banish that boy instead. The Stone of Ancient comes out. He's probably gonna target my Onslaught, but I'm gonna hit him with Forbidden Chalice. Can't target the Onslaught. Great stuff. He has no cards, guys. He's in top deck mode. Normal summons a Stone of White, but didn't want to make a level 9 Synchro. Probably didn't think it was worth it. And Scoop, guys. Great stuff. Okay, here we are fighting Scud. Going first. So guys, let me tell you a secret. I believe Scud is going to get very popular once Beatdown is nerfed. It's either going to be Tie Set Bind or Scud Attack Charge, and that's what people are going to be using in the KC Cup. I can already feel it, so we'll see. But here I'm fighting some sort of polymerization. It's throwing a King of the Swamp away. I have a fighter. Let me change the view. I was doing that view for streaming. So here, sorry, he's normal summoning an Alistair, and I hit him with a Forbidden Chalice on the Alistair, so he does not get to search his invocation. He says, I don't care, I'm gonna hit you with a Poly anyway, dog. Here comes, what is this? Mage Lanika? So he tries to hit our fighter, we flip up our Onslaught. That's gonna banish his boy, but our boy still gets destroyed. We take no damage because she's a fighter. We special summon our Amazoness Princess after we swing in his battle phase, so we get the search, then we get a draw. We get a willpower, we had a counter gate, we threw away for our Amazoness Queen to bring it out. He's using Ancient Werven, he's bringing out all his shebang. Has to pass. Scoops the game. Fantastic stuff, guys. Okay, here we are fighting Sartorius. Going second. This deck can go first or second, doesn't matter. It's a pure control deck. Just really messing with the battle phase. Very reliant on the battle phase and swinging. This deck needs to be swung into, it needs to do swinging, all sorts of stuff. So here we're fighting another Ancient Gear. He's searching a fortress. We have a not the greatest starting hand, but we have an Onslaught in our hand, so that's good on its own. We get 3 set a fighter, or summon a fighter. He swings into us, we use our Onslaught, but I used the Onslaught to special summon the Queen, so he doesn't have to attack. Now he's gonna Econ take after I Cosmic Cyclone a Magical Hats, which would have been a huge thorn in my side. He's gonna Econ take his Werven off to take my Amazon's Queen and stop my phase. Here, he's gonna Dispel. I was going to chain my Cosmic Cyclone to the fortress if he tries to Dispel the fortress, but he tried to Dispel the counter gate, so I can just let that go through. Now he's gonna Cosmic Cyclone and try to hit the middle card. Now Double Cyclone. I'm gonna Cosmic Cyclone the fortress, negating its effect. He's in top deck mode. We top deck an heirloom of our own. He had life point boost, so he's still got a chunk of life points left, but his top deck did not help him, and he gets hit, guys. So, balance makes this deck very consistent. Warrior Lady of the Wasteland is just getting you to Princess faster, which is getting you to Onslaught or Heirloom faster, which is your win condition, which is getting you the W's, guys. Amazon's just hanging on by a thread. Maybe if Mai gets some super sick Amazoness effect skill, or they take Swordswoman. I can't imagine they'll take Swordswoman off the 2. Maybe take Princess off the 2 since he put Swordswoman on the 2. Put Princess, I don't know, make a new 3. I don't know, guys. Amazons, they're kind of annoying anyway, so maybe it's best to just let them die. But they're still hanging in there, so thanks for watching, guys.